Hey, Nancy. Wait. Hey guys, wait, can you guys hear me? I was having technical difficulties. It would not load. I hope it's on. Okay, good. Okay, made it to Public Works. I saw here Henry on the phone, so I guess he's not here in person. Oh, have fun, Antics. You deserve it. You work hard. You go enjoy your brunch date. Oh, yay, Gina. That's awesome. Great news. Great news. Love to you too, Antics. Anyway, I'll need those times off. I know I finally had to, like, dinner date with friends. That was great. Hey, tons of fun here. A minion. I'm doing, I don't know, having one of those days, guys. We'll just try to keep it together, get through this day. It's like Grant's here already. Oh, thank you, AC Crimson. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. How's everyone doing? Should I buy some walkie-talkies? That's not a bad idea. I do have two, Gina, but I have to figure out how to program them, because I do have two, but I need to program them. Hey, Jojo. Thank you, AZ, for doing that.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you, and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Public Works for Wednesday, May 28, 2025. Ms. Satorsky, would you please take roll and establish quorum?
Great. Good morning, President Pitt. Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Deb Satorsky with the Board of Public Works, taking roll and establishing quorum. We're joined today by President King, President Pro Tem Grant, and Commissioner Mitchell.
Morning, AC. Thank you for doing that.
And we have general public comment in person. And
let me go up closer so
comment via our Zoom platform today. We have no neighborhood council secretary, and we're also joined.
Thank you, Kirby's mom. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, tons of fun. Yes, I'm going to do the main one too after this. I'm always obligated here first, though, because this is where we began as a group. So after everyone calls in.
Testimony shall be limited in content to subject matters which are within
Thank you,
the
Kirby's
jurisdiction
mom.
of the Board of Public Works. The board may not take any action on
I know, I can't wait either,
discussed
Gina.
in the public comment
It's going to be
period.
awesome.
We will start with in-person speaker cards.
We'll start with audio. You'll have 1 minute for general public comment.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Memorial Day weekend. Okay, I had to sneak that in there. Good morning. I'm very grateful that the city has put like a stamp of approval and gave me my First Amendment protest out this guy who claims he's a Scientologist. He's very intimidating, very scary. He's already physically attacked one protester. He was menacing another. And then on a separate, he saw me at a different time, and he never did anything to me, thankfully. But just to put that out there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next in-person speaker is BJ.
Hello, good morning. So I want to talk about the permit issues. I am aware that a lot of people, they get their permit on Figueroa Street, so they were able to operate their personal business. But however, when I submit my permit application to the public work, whatever department that is, but I still cannot receive my permit and wrong Harvard way. So I just believe that if everyone else, they were allowed to operate their personal business in Figueroa Boulevard, they need a permit, and I believe I have the same rights as our Harvard way to operate bringing my personal Figueroa business. So I just want to make sure that all the board, that while those people are allowed even the Figueroa permit on Figueroa, but I cannot have my Figueroa permit on Alabama Harvard Way. Thank you very much.
That's an environment, comment cards.
Thank you very much. We will now.
Enforcing the permit that, of the event that was on Memorial Day, the day before yesterday. They seem to be doing what they were supposed to be doing. They didn't close the street. It was a very poorly attended event, very few people showed up. I didn't see, fortunately, I didn't see adults jumping at a bouncy house, which is against safety regulations, because someone could get injured, and it's also sort of weird. It just shows to you that you don't need to close the street for the public to have use every day of the week. There's no reason for that street to ever be closed. That belongs to the people of Los Angeles. By
Thank you, Speaker. Our next caller, on the platform is Children's Voices. Great job, Children.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone. Dan Montalvo cut his finger off as a child Scientologist while laboring for Scientology. Sergio Linsky lost his arms in a firework accident. He was a child Scientologist. Miriam Francis essayed repeatedly as a child in Scientology, and blamed for it by her own father, which was later covered up. 17-year-old Mexican girl sustained a head injury in Clearwater, Florida, in 2017 in Scientology. Numerous children that are difficult to handle in Scientology are told to take their own lives. Amy Scobie, essayed at 16 years old, and told that she had committed treason as a child Scientologist. Serge Del Mar, child in Scientology, essayed to cover up. Laura Anticocenzo, child Scientologist, heinously abused and later sued Scientology. Delphi Academy coach Randolph Cooper Jackson accused the child.
Covered way was paved with those bricks in part by child labor. There are people that are adults now, but were kids back when that road was laid, the bricks were laid, and they had to do it. That road should be tore up. I propose that you remove the bricks on Alabama Harvard Way and repave that road. It belongs to the city, it does not belong to Scientology, who has abused so many people in so many different ways, but especially the children. Not just with, the child labor, but with way worse, horrible, sick things. So please tear up that road and repave it. Reclaim that road for the city. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Our next hand raised is Aubrey. Aubrey, you have 1 minute for general.
The interesting thing I learned on the Shenanigans case I was reading up on, and this is the reason why corporations like Scientology are not being prosecuted. And I say, quote, a memo discovered is that internally, ID Vaccine Sosa repeatedly stated, remember the Enron case, all it takes is one conviction. Well, fascinatingly enough, she actually used to be one of the top lead counsels for the accounting firm used to do all the Ponzi fraud schemes at Enron. Wouldn't you know that our very own city attorney, Heidi Felsen-Soto, worked at the Arthur Anderson firm, the same accounting firm that stole billions upon billions from America, and now she's our city attorney. She said, quote, we do not prosecute corporate defendants, unquote. That is why all corporations like Scientology are not being criminally prosecuted, and at best are being given any fines, not even to the extent that the LAFC code calls for when they blockade the public right-of-way illegally.
All right. Georgina, thank you have your hand raised. Did you have general public comment today?
Yes, please, thank you.
You'll have 1 minute.
I'm very pleased with the change that's been happening with the permits. I hope that continues to progress in the doing better to scrutinize their applications for the permits and their usage of the permits. I'm really excited about the audit LA Father's Day protest. It would be lovely to be able to see Laura Anderson's father be able to be there and celebrate with them. Her mother is still stuck in the cult as well. And I really am happy with the changes, but I do need to add in extra caution about this concept of doing street vacation on a roadway. That's an extremely dangerous concept. They block people from trying to escape. If they let people just come and go freely, that would be a different matter. But they don't. They run down and kidnap and put people in work camps and push them people and force labor. Thank you.
Great job, everybody.
Ma'am, if you have your message to the general public comment today?
Happy to have you there.
Yes, I do.
Great, you'll have 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm also very, very, very happy that the permit for Elmer Covered Way, that Audit LA has received for Father's Day protest. However, I strongly believe this permit was given only because Scientology was not aware of the application in advance and they had no opportunity to push back. Because based on previous CPRA requests, we have found out that when other people have tried to get a permit, they have strongly objected to it in advance because it has been spoken publicly about. So be prepared for the next 2 weeks, getting a lot of pushback from the cult of Scientology regarding this permit. But I have faith in you that you will not cancel it. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
Great job. Thank you, Kirby's mom.
That is the end of our answers for general public comment.
Great job, everyone.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close the general public comment portion of today's meeting and move on to multiple agenda item public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item. During multiple agenda item comment period up to 1 minute per item, up to a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item. And please identify the items that you will speak on when you are called. We will start with in-person comments on an election.
Sorry, I shouldn't have assumed I was going to be first, sorry. Okay, I want to start with number 1, and it's going to be the same warning. And, and I know it sounds silly about slave labor when you're doing contracts with any company, because I wouldn't have believed that that was true, that there could be labor trafficking. It took me becoming a part of this protest and realizing that there is slave labor, whether it's and I know Scientology isn't getting this contract, I get that. I'm making the comparison because there's other companies too that live off of, and I know you, sir, you were, Commissioner, you were a union president, so I bet you've heard or seen that this does exist. And it's something that we have to be, like, just like I didn't think that child bride things exist, and they do. Labor, abusing people for their labor exists, whether it's lower income or somebody's making the money and they're doing slave wages. So I would just really ask that be like a part of the screening and making sure, like, that's why I'm pro-union. I would like to make sure a lot of times that we use union jobs, because the unions are going to be fighting for, and that's why I'm glad we have Commissioner Grant for a more union, because it gives me the confidence that he's going to be checking that and knowing that that's his, because I come from a union family too. So that's why I have a lot of confidence in you for that, sir. And I wanted to talk about number 3, dead animal recovery program. And it's really sad. I'm such an animal freak. I am. Like, I had a, like, it's so easy to get me, about the animals. But, when I was on Vermont and Sunset, one time there was a dead possum, and I didn't know if he was playing dead or it was like the hardest thing, and I was like, come on, little guy, just be playing dead. And then we called the city, and it was on a weekend, and you know what? They came, and they said that, yeah, he was dead, but they came on a weekend. And so I think that you guys are doing really good with that. And so, because I want to give credit, with that I appreciate that poor little possum, but at least he didn't have to stay there and maybe get hit by a bike or something. And the fish habitat, I'm all for, please, yeah, cleaning our water, cleaning our fish, because I'm obsessed with fish. Like, I could eat fish every single day, but like, I'm kind of scared to eat fish that's not farm raised. And I would love to see California and all of us to be able to get where we trust wild seafood again in our own waters. Like, I have a friend that goes shrimping and everything here in Sun Valley or what, and it terrifies me. I'm like, to even think about eating anything like that. So I'm glad you guys are doing that and cleaning that. That's it, I guess. My time ran out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next in-person speaker is PJ.
Hey, good morning, thank you very much. Attorney, let's speak on number 3, and feel free to pass my mic, speak attorney, next all we do. It's about the services of dead animals, recovery, disposal, processing service of dead animals. I'm concerned about this project is because I am aware that we are having animal services, we call it a crisis, and then instead of spending, I don't know, it doesn't tell me the contract amount, so I don't know, but instead of spending millions of dollars for the animals, those are already dead already, why can't we just save those money and then make sure to use that money, reinvest those money to make sure to save the lives of the animals that are still alive? And then during the mayor's budget, there's another budget cut of the animal services. If we continue this trend, that means there will be more dead animals coming out the street, and you're going to have to spend more money for this recovery, disposal, processing of dead animals every year after year. So I'm just really concerned about that. Thank you for coming. My city attorney, let's continue to do that. Now let's move on to item number 5. Item number 6 is about the public notice of significant and non-compliant industry users. Yes, just a random you should give me 20 seconds back, by the way. Just talking about the non-compliance of the industrial user, especially during the Bureau of Sanitation, I firmly believe that there are thousands of businesses that are not complying with whatever other public work policy or laws. Because the reason why we have air pollution, we have the river pollution, we have a lot of the beaches, the Venice Beach, those water are so dirty. The reason why we have all of those is because we have thousands of businesses that are not compliant. But the thing is, does public work ever enforce anything? No. But I can give you an example of the Bureau of Sanitation. We cannot find enough toilet on the street. So one time, I had to urinate on the street. I received a $300 citation from the LAPD. So they enforced me really well. They enforced me so good. But if there's a $1 million company are polluting the air, polluting whatever, not abiding the rule laws of Bureau of Sanitation, I see there's no punishment. I see there's no enforcement. So, long story short, everyone wants clean air, and we want to go to clean beaches, on weekend. So I want to make sure our public work enforce those businesses the same way that it enforced on me.
Thank you guys for all your kind.
All right.
Thank you.
In-person.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go to the other meeting. So, guys, thank you, and thank you all for speaking. Y'all did amazing.
Virtual, but it looks
No.
like they
Wait.
dropped off the Zoom platform. I'm not seeing them anymore. So
This is your new car?
Yep, my new car.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
This thing? Sometimes I don't really know how to where I can put it. Okay.
Forward with the approval of minutes for Friday, May 16, 2020.
Hi. Yeah, Twyla rejected them. Twyla, you still have a crush on Twyla?
Crush?
Yeah, people are asking. Yeah, you still have your.
Hold on. What's the sound? Hold on.
What is that? I can't hear it.
I cannot comprehend. Disregard the alarm. Please
Oh,
disregard
okay,
the
good.
alarm.
I'm like making me nervous. I've never
Please
heard that here.
disregard. They are doing an alarm
Testing.
test. So
Okay.
please disregard the alarm.
Oh, great. Then now it's gonna make.
Scheduling. Ted helped lead
Guys,
the
can you hear?
Railway
I don't know what's
Community
going on. We're having technical.
project. He helped modernize
It's technical. Can you guys hear me?
for virtual and in-person visits and gave the public real-time access to permits, statuses, clearances, and appointments.
Oh, that's not annoying,
He
Kate
helped
Taylor.
build dashboards that
Appreciate
track
that.
every key city data, project timelines, permits, service fees.
I know I shared it on my post. On one of my community posts. Huh? Is it? Okay. Okay, good. I don't know what happens. It's like
Sometimes I've had issues this week on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's the phone. I don't know if that they're because I couldn't even get one of my other phones, so I don't get phone calls, but it would not load at all. Hey, always a minion. Yeah, I'll repost it. I'll repost it.
Did you want an agenda?
Yeah, oh yeah. I better look at it. Thank you. I'll repost it when I. So thank anyone for hi. Get the security guard, get the food. I want to get. I found out we could get shirts too. Like someone's like willing to do shirts at cost for the event.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, just that we can really get the message out, and then I don't know how many we could. If we can, I would love somebody to sponsor like 100 shirts. It'd be like she's only charging like $10 a shirt. Yeah, and so like this is one of our viewers, and I'm so grateful. I'm like she's doing it because she has her own equipment and she's not making any profit. So the more, yeah, I would love to be able to get a good shirt. We could really get that message out.
You know what we should have just a whole day honestly. I'll be happy with honestly.
Whoever sponsored, maybe it's just, maybe it'd be like NASCAR. Everyone's sponsored every other channel on it. Yeah, but I would like to put like everything that we stand up, like why we fight Scientology, and then a whole list of and get them out. Yeah, but I would want to put the different channels and on the if she's I don't know how much it would cost to do a double side. It'd probably be more, but it'll be like maybe in the back we could put all the channels. Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Amy. Yes, for sure.
I'm thinking there's probably a case here.
I rode in the elevator at Miss Hutt. What's even on here? I'm trying to focus with.
The ones I got, 1 and 2 are easement enforcement, and then 3, even though it's already been heard, it has to do with the housing bond.
Well, you should, because you could even do that on your public, because you're. I love that you're nailing that. Oh, I have an update about her, but I don't know if I'm allowed to. I have to ask her. She's doing so good, guys. I'm so grateful to her.
Thank you, Ted.
But she's not around here.
Now, allow me to say a few words about Julie Allen. Julie began her public service journey in 1991 as a student engineer
No
at
street.
UWT. After
Definitely no
graduating from
street.
UCLA, she ascended every rung in Los Angeles, leading to a
Easements.
successful 33-year career here in the city of LA. By 2015, she was leading one of the most high-profile infrastructure projects in the city, the 6th Street Viaduct replacement. When the bridge opened in 2022,
Do you know what other ones have not been held?
Everything other than 1 and 2.
Has been held. That's the only 2.
Water program, overseeing a team of 500 and
Ridiculous.
like wastewater.
No, I wish she can't. She's like far away. But she's in a really great place. She's really. I just talked to her. She's really happy. She's doing great.
The $110 million Machado Lake Ecosystem Rehabilitation Project.
Who's the attorney today? Oh, good. He's my favorite.
Julie has also been an amazing leader.
He lets me get away with a little
West
bit,
Park Lake
like,
Restoration Project,
because
which aims to reduce
he
our
agrees with our
dependence
message. He
on
told me
local
that.
water and
Like
increase
he's told me that
opportunities
too
for
in the
Yeah,
recreational
morning.
yeah, he's
activities.
like,
Yes,
that's
it
off,
requires
like, this is personally,
yes,
so
it
he
requires
lets you get
participation.
away with the little
In times
shenanigans,
of crisis,
you know?
Julie steps up.
Not
After the
enough, but
Palisades
one
fire,
time he let me
she
go
led the city
2 whole
watershed
minutes
hazard mitigation
just
task
going
force,
after all of them. He
focused on
never,
protecting
and
lives,
after 2
homes,
minutes, he said, oh
and
yeah, you're off
ecosystems
topic.
from
I'm like, oh,
post-fire
really?
damage. Julie has held leadership
I
positions
will,
in
Kirby. So
local
love to
and
hear
national
that.
organizations,
She's so,
including co-chair of the
such a
Climate
sweet
and
soul.
Resiliency
And the
Committee
kitty's
for the
doing
National
good.
Association of Clean Water Agencies, a member of the Utility Public Right-of-Way
So
Committee
nothing
for
else
the
is
American
open?
Public Works Association, and a board member of Clean Water Southern California. Julie's career has been ambitious, collaborative, impactful, and we're so grateful for her service. Now I'll invite her
And
to
I
say
called
a
to
few
the
words.
cat. Yes, yes, yes. She's like in the
Thank you so
country.
much, Councilmember Hernandez. Thank you to Council President and City Council
You know what?
members. I really appreciate
I want to
the
keep,
honor
we
that
never
I
keep
play
thinking
on
about,
our
like
homes for
Commissioner
this.
Grant being
Such
a
a
union president. I just want to
blessing
keep
to be able to
asking
work
him
this
to,
evening to
because
Heavenly
he's
Father
union, to
and,
really, if he would take up the stand with the slave labor stuff, like what maybe he could advise us on how we can fight against the religious exemption for slavery. Like there shouldn't be a religious exemption for slavery.
valuable
Yeah.
that people are
One of
and
the things
their
that,
And he
like,
was a president.
with the CSLB, when I complained that there was a guy doing
how hard they work every
unpermitted
day,
work,
the sewage flowing,
one of the things I brought up on that complaint was that we don't know how much they're paying them, and we know for a fact that they pay their construction staff $47 a week. And they told me to take it up with law enforcement.
Yes, they want to pay us, but I want to keep challenging.
But it is in the purview of the contract, the contractor, the California State Contractors Legislative Board. That's what the CSLB is. That's their whole purview.
So they
And
could do something.
Yes, absolutely.
So we need to get Mr.
Their
Because
contract
I
is
think
supposed
Grant's.
to guarantee that the contractors make fair and equitable wages. That's the whole issue. That's what CSLB oversees.
But see, when I talk, and especially in person, like I get that I think he really cares about
Oh,
what
yeah, he asked me last week. He was asking about Laura's family, and I was explaining it to him. He straight up came up to me and asked me. Yeah, we had like a half-hour conversation.
Yeah, I love him. I do. He's like my favorite.
He might buy smoothies today too. You never know.
You never know. That'd be great. Well, Dana, I owe you lunch because Dana. But
I have a question.
What? Do I have to get?
You trust Henry, right? Do you?
No. What? Yeah.
Because I'm just.
Should I mute it?
No, you
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I'm just messing around. No, I'm just thinking about. Am I gonna get sexually assaulted if we live in the same room?
Oh, I would say no.
Oh, okay, good.
I'd be worried about. No, if he asked me that question, because he's not a Figueroa pro, he might be like trying to like. Yeah. He might. I'll be worried that you're going to take him out to like earn a side hustle. Because I think he's more in danger. I told Amy that you sang a song, but we couldn't understand it. But it was beautiful, man. I love it when you sing. It's beautiful.
He's got a great singing voice.
He does. Like he's seriously beautiful singing voice. But what were your songs about yesterday?
Talked about all of the
I
things that she liked to
apologize,
build
but I
together,
never use your
and then
name
if the
again.
people like
It's
having
such a
that, I
nonsense.
would definitely read it.
No, well, it was her name along with.
To work with you, Ted, and I gotta say, I
Figueroa.
Right.
Use that again.
and appreciate that.
We all care about you. We want you all. We're going to get you all Figueroa.
Save him from Figueroa.
I know, like, and Scientology.
Yeah.
Like those are two. Like maybe you'll be able to get through to him.
how much.
Yeah, you're going next month, right?
volunteer, but it was,
You're gonna be aren't you gonna be my
you know,
helper? Like, aren't you gonna?
Yeah, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be our bodyguard.
Yes, I need a
Yeah.
bodyguard. Can you wear your security
So
thing? Because we're
we're
gonna have real
doing
security.
It's June.
and we
Huh?
took a project we took
It's
projects down
June.
March.
Yeah.
It's not
Our niece
February. It's
as
June.
well as the roller derby.
No,
and
like wear
projects in the
a
back,
uniform.
and
We'll get bike guy to hook you up with a
your
uniform.
staff has been very responsive, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm afraid if they saw
You know,
me,
when I
they
got
will
to
never
see you in action
loan
when I was
me
on
their
the
book
committee,
again.
They-
They will never loan me their
and
book
also
again.
to go operations.
yeah, they probably won't. But it's okay. Whose friendship do you care about more? Theirs or mine?
Developed a lot of
You could have to choose tough choices.
I
I mean,
hope
you can still borrow books.
not
Maybe I can
new,
wear
a
a
new
full
engineer.
mask.
Yeah.
Like those people who rob a bank. They always cover their face.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then wear a Biden Harris hat. You know, change it up a bit, and then
This place, and I wish you luck. I hope we continue to see you around.
and they'll
And,
Hold on, you
yeah,
have the
please write that
permit
book.
for
I'm
10
really sad, I'm
hours?
really mad.
Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking.
It's gonna be big shoes.
Yeah.
We'll bring you an ice bucket.
Yeah, there's gonna be food because we're raising funds for food. I'm just trying to find a place that will.
You're gonna have enough food? Enough food?
Well, tell people to.
You're gonna have enough?
Well, with you there, I don't know. We might. I don't know. You might like.
So you don't know.
Well, we're hoping to get like a. I want to get either. I really want to get like a. Not necessarily that guy because he's probably Scientology.
What kind of cuisine? Like Mexican?
Yeah, I'd love to have because tacos are so cheap. I would love to get a taco truck to come and just because they would have all the drinks, all the tacos, all the to trash. It'd be so easy and good and fun.
But are you talking about the street permits in L. Ron Hubbard Way? Or
The sidewalks. Yeah, I can't close the street. Yeah, I can't close the street, but yeah.
That's okay. But I'm just saying on the sidewalk. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry, guys, I couldn't even get on, so I didn't change it.
There will be so many LAPD response on that day.
Well, that's why I have a permit. That's why I got the permit. So they are the ones that gave me the permit. LAPD gave me the permit.
Oh, not from Public Works. It's
No,
from
it's
the
LAPD. Yeah, the police commission.
Oh, I thought it's Public
Yeah, no, the police commission. So I'd be like, here, well, go take it up with Earl Suthers. You know, he signed off on it.
Oh, he signed.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to have like,
You're gonna be there the whole day?
I mean, like if it's over at a certain time and we're done, whatever, then we're done. But I want those hours, you know.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's Father's Day, because then they.
That kind of project moves forward, that's a labor of love to LA.
L. Ron, oh my, that would be hilarious. What about getting a mask of L. Ron Hubbard's face?
Stop.
Oh, it's a test. They're testing.
Why are they doing this while we're like, they should do it after. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Hippie. Hey, DT. Sorry, I missed everyone coming in. I get sidetracked. Ooh, Cherry Garcia. I like mint chip. It's my favorite. But... So anyway, so yeah, I want to get a taco truck, like, because I was just pricing it. Like, there was a taco guy and I just priced it to kind of get an idea, but I don't know if he's Scientology or not, so I'm kind of afraid to use him. But I kind of got the well, they had it on. It was. I wish you were there with me, man. I don't know why you weren't there to protect me. I don't know. Like,
What are you talking?
on Memorial Day, you weren't there to protect me. Oh, I love pistachio too.
Oh, I saw your video. That's the same security guard who kicked me out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he was either, but I just think that they might know how to get to him. You know what I mean? That's what I'm worried about more. Not that he's actually a Scientologist, but that he would like be forced to choose. And I wouldn't want him to like.
That's good clarification because
Yeah.
they are saying I'm a Scientology from there.
Well, no, I'm just
because they
concerned
watch
that they would make it so that, and they kind of put the pressure on him to
Scientology is my
not
number
go
two.
through with the contract.
Scientology is number 2. Number 1 is Figueroa.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Scientology.
But yeah, so they have some thug now that they're trying to intimidate us with.
No way. I
Yes.
don't believe that.
Oh, no, it's true. And I saw him there too. I saw him there. He went after streets. He assaulted
No,
Danny from. Yes.
assault meaning
He
physically assault.
his can knocked his camera out. Yeah. Yes.
That's not assault.
Yes, it is. It's this is considered an extension of my body. If you come and knock my phone, you're assaulting me.
Yeah. Assault also, you don't have to hit.
Or
It's actually
battery.
technically battery.
Battery,
when
technically
when
battery.
touch. Assault is simply setting up the environment in a menacing way. You don't have to actually put hands on them. You should know this.
Yeah, you're gonna be. Yes, you never heard of assault and battery. Now in Jersey, there's no assault and battery. It's all contained in one thing. Yeah, but here they separate it.
Separate, yeah, which makes sense.
Yeah, and I prefer it that way. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because there's different elements to it, and that way you don't have to prove all of them to get one.
But if I was there to protect you, I would burn the bridge to Scientology. I would never have a chance for the rest of my life. I would never
Well,
have
but
a
it's not like they actually did anything to me. I just wanted that presence. All right, why don't you get an L. Ron Hubbard way shirt? I mean, mask, and then I'm with this, and then a T-shirt with that points to me saying I'm with the SP.
As a council member for the 6th Street
I have
Viaduct,
a communist shirt. I can wear my communist shirt. I do have a special made communist logo.
Why don't you just have like Scientology slut or something like that? Because like here's the Figueroa thing that or Scientology whore.
You know what?
Not slut whore, like
You can get a
Scientology.
shirt. You can get a shirt. I can get a shirt. So we already have 3.
Well, I may have a connection. I don't know how it because I'm not gonna have them not get their. They would have to get their full pay, but I may have a thing on that.
What do you mean you have a thing?
A connection. Well, because I have somebody that's willing to provide at cost shirts for my event. I'm not going to have them do at cost for us and our Shenanigans shirts, but it still may be reasonable.
No, I'm just saying that if he has a shirt, I got a shirt, if we can find a 40
And get her some good business.
$25, yeah.
No, but like I said, I may have a connection where she can do one shirt even because she has her own equipment. So I don't know how much she would do for one shirt.
I'm pretty sure if she's a small business, she charge much more. You charge much more.
Well, I'll have to see. I mean, I'm going to ask because I'd rather give money to small businesses, but I would want her to get her full, everything. But I like to support small businesses. That's why I want to get a taco. I need to find a taco truck. I mean, should I ask that guy? But what I'm concerned about,
Taco truck.
or the one okay, you were there and thank you. I was so happy because I was feeling so alone. It was kind of intimidating. I had that weird guy too on.
They circle and hover over you. There's like 3 guards that as I was riding around, they just scattered like cockroaches. But they were in the process of coming over to like hover on me.
Yeah, and there's this dude on the other side. He was wearing purple, and he came out of nowhere, and I didn't really capture it good. He came out of nowhere, passed me real close, and then I turned around to go back the other way, and then he just turns around and comes back towards me, and like real close, that's like eyeballing, and I'm like, it was just to intimidate.
There was that one weird dude with the Chicago Bulls jersey on. That
Yes.
kept coming back and forth, back and
That's
forth,
who I'm
back and
talking
forth.
about, right? It's
Oh,
like
that was, okay,
it's
I was
purple and
watching him
gold.
like-
Is that the?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
watching him like a hawk.
Yeah, with the beard and
I didn't trust that dude.
yeah, he kept getting real close to me. So I never want to do that. That was so dumb. And I think that's why I was like at a heightened emotional state because that was freaking scary. It is. It's really creepy. So I was like so relieved when I saw you coming on the scooter. I can't lie. Like I was like, that was like really bad. But
Hey, how much did they tell you the cost of this
no,
wheelchair?
they didn't. But I know it's high because this is a high level. I was told that to replace my old chair would be $25,000 to $30,000
Yeah.
to replace it. But
This
has-
chair is the equivalent of my new car. How is that even possible?
Yeah.
By the way, I forgot to tell you.
You got your new Figueroa car?
I forgot. I have to kill that plan because the deal on the car I negotiated. They gave me like $2,000 off, and it's really good deal.
Oh, about the salt and batteries. All yeah. There's no battery.
For
It's not close. It's assault.
What?
What?
Do you know?
I'm missing.
I go to 4 because I go to
All right, I'll ask the city attorney and clerk.
Do I know Lou Sassel? No.
and then I go
Who's Lou Sassel?
which is similar. I go to
Keep providing public comments. When it's your turn to speak,
Oh, here we go.
which is the agenda item you'd like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total for the item open for public comment.
Which ones are open now?
Time is up.
So
When
basically,
speaking on the agenda item, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if you cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get 1 brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so,
Hello, good morning. Is it only 1 and 2 that's open? Do we know what's open?
the items open for public comment on the agenda today are items 1 and 2, and items 15 through 23.
Oh man, I didn't know about that. Hold on, 15. I need some.
Public comment on the agenda today are items
No, he answered it. Thanks.
and items 15 through 23.
15 to 23, huh?
Public comment from 1 minute for general comment.
Audit LA, Kirsten Peterson, and Kendra Moxon.
Or anything else that's in subject matter jurisdiction. So a couple more announcements if I can have the interpreter take the first one out of the room. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so the interpreters can interpret.
Si prefieren interpretación de español en inglés, al inglés, por favor, no se olviden de dar una pausa después de cada frase para permitir la interpretación.
Don't worry, you will get the same amount of time as everyone else, and we will pause your time while the interpreters are interpreting.
También durante su comentario vamos a pausar su tiempo para permitir la interpretación, así que no se preocupe porque va a recibir la misma cantidad de tiempo que los otros comentaristas.
One final announcement. So the order in which we take public comment is at random, it's randomly generated. So I would ask that in order to help us accommodate as many speakers as possible and provide efficient public comment, please wait until you hear the name you signed up under before you line up on your left-hand side of the council chambers. So again, that's the name you signed up under at the kiosk, not necessarily your real name. Once you hear that, you can line up in any order on the left-hand side of council chambers. Thank you. Aaron Peterson, Jesse, and Kendra Moxon.
Kendra Moxon. They can go first though, because I'm still coming.
Did you want me to hold the mic for you?
Oh no, that's what you. Oh, I didn't do it yet.
Good morning.
Sorry.
Yes, good morning. We're going to do all items and general public comment, and I'll walk you through the items.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
So we take a look at item number 1, and it's regarding the dedication of an easement and also following up the subsequent enforcement of the easement. Well, here's the issue we have. I actually spoke to a gentleman, he had an issue, he obtained a type R permit, he still got fined, but it was an event he held right on the public easement nearby this area, over off of Century Boulevard. And interestingly enough, he told me about a little story where he had obtained a memo from the city attorney's office saying that, quote, we do not prosecute corporate defendants. Now, why would you say that? Well, interestingly enough, if you take a look at some of the history on enforcement and the career history of the city attorney herself, probably Nelson Senator, she actually worked with the Monica Anderson accounting firm.
So, Speaker, you're welcome to speak this during general, but I fail to see how this is connected to item 1. So I ask you, please stick to the agenda items for the first 3 minutes, or I'll move to general public
I'll
comment.
explain it to you. My worry is that, we have these easements, just like item number 2. But how are we going to enforce on who trespasses on the easement, who violates the blockading the public right of way on the easement? And that's my problem, because we go from the city attorney's office.
So I think this is best not for a general. Again, item number 1 is a very specific dedication of the easement. So if you'd like to speak to the items, you can, or you can move to general public comment.
Yeah, we're going to item number 3 as part of the we have an issue here regarding bonds. Now, what's the issue with bonds? The bond issue is that you have to disclose the method of payment publicly, which is not disclosed here. And again, how are we going to supports any sort of wrongdoing.
Can you hold this time? Because I actually couldn't hear what item, hold on, I lost your time. You said item 3.
Yes.
So item number 3 is not open for public comment. It's during general.
We still make public comment, even though it's not going to be heard on the record.
So, hold on, it's not your opportunity to speak, your time is paused. So, just as a reminder to everyone, you have up to an initial 3 minutes, that's 1 minute per item, for the items open for public comment. As a courtesy, again, the items that are open for public comment are 1 and 2, and items 15 through 23. So, Speaker, I'm going to start your clock, and you can use the remaining 1 minute and 21 seconds to speak to those items, or if you'd like, you can move to general public comment, but you will not receive another one. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the 22 annual budget resolution, and we have, again, a crisis happening in the city regarding the city's budget, and it's likely because the city attorney does not prosecute violators to actually take revenue for that budget in the form of fines, whether they be the blockade of the public right of way, whether they be a corporate entity that is committing criminal acts and prosecuting them and obtaining funds in such a way. And we know that because the city attorney herself, in fact, worked with the Arthur Anderson accounting firm that was the same firm used by Enron to commit massive wide-scale fraud all across the nation. And again, quote, it takes one conviction, that's all it takes. It takes just one conviction for a corporation to go down. Well, Heidi Felty Soto is right in that regard, and she's scared to actually give money to the city in a legal way because she knows the placeholder. That's why we have to thank Michelle McGinnis for being able to depose her, and that's why some of that money could have gone to a budget by prosecuting people like Scientology for their public right-of-way violations on their 100 And with that, we're over to the general public comment period. We have an issue here where you have a known criminal. The biggest gang in Los Angeles is in fact not the LASD or the LAPD. It is in fact the prosecutorial gang. It is the prosecutorial gang of the city attorney's office and the DA's office. That is the biggest gang in Los Angeles. This family knows it, and that's why they're trying to run away from the city attorney himself. And it's a major problem. The biggest gang in Los Angeles is Heidi Felty Soto, and how do you have a city attorney for the city attorney's office who literally worked for the same accounting firm that Enron is known for committing wide-scale criminal acts, fraud being one of them. That's what Los Angeles constitutes. It's led by 2 criminals, Heidi Felty Soto and Nathan Hoffman, but in particular the vindictive nature of Heidi Felty Soto, who was sanctioned $250,000 for vexatious and malicious litigation in her own divorce case. She was disobeying court orders outright by withdrawing from community funds and issuing over 400 subpoenas. That's what Heidi Felty Soto was, a criminal.
Imam Malik, Mahmoud, Zakir Malik, and others.
Hello? You want to go next? Hello? Okay. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, yes, I want to speak on everything and public comment.
Okay, so 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. First one, number 1, and I want to do a thing that's called like compare and contrast. And okay, because it is about giving up an easement, and I have concerns about that because it has to do with trust. You know, this past year, I've just seen how the city has handled all the permits and everything with L. Ron Hubbard and all the everything with their illegal planters, and I lost trust. I did, because the city didn't do anything. They didn't come. I've been here how many times, and Mr. Hugo doesn't like to listen to it because he doesn't want to hear the truth, which is okay, But the thing is that it took a bunch of people standing up and pushing back and getting a CASP report and just to finally get somewhere to get the ADA things eased up and certain things. So I don't trust you guys to really be looking into this easement to make sure that it's correct. Why do we have to give away city property?
So you've exhausted your 1 minute on item number 1.
Okay, thank you, sir. How about number 2? Okay, so continuing with this place, I have the same concerns that I had in number 1 as far as not trusting because of all the, what I saw, your lack of doing anything with the Scientology issues that I've been a year now coming here for. And although there has been improvement, so I would like to thank you, and I am gonna, I'd like to thank Mr. Hugo for that, because I'm thinking that he may have something to do with that. I give credit where credit's due. But I'm concerned, I don't understand, why do we have to give up our land? Why do we have to, like, you can never recreate real estate, and if the city owns it, I can see doing like the adopt a median type of thing, and maybe letting them adopt it to where they, take care of it, put their name up or whatever, but why do we have to turn it over to them, to their ownership? Does that make sense? Okay, I did my minute, right? Thank you, I got you. See, I like that we have like these, like you kind of look at me and I'm reading you loud and clear. Okay, so then I want to do about the fire emergency. I want to give some kudos to Councilwoman Park. I think, she stood up and she just really took leadership after the fire. And that was, I know, like a crisis, right? And you went through hell, I bet, but I felt that you kept your dignity and you kept fighting for your constituents, and so I thank you for that. So if you feel that this emergency needs to continue, then I'm going to, say yes. But can you please also, in the meantime, ask Mr. Hugo to do a better job with the Scientology stuff? Just put in a good word for me, please, ma'am. And, and so I do appreciate you for that. Okay, general public comment. Shout out to Smoke and Scan. Because they're all watching you too, and making sure you're all, see that they're watching you, like, not listen, Mr. McCosker, oh my gosh. Because he's like the good one. He was always the good one. And now, Smoke and Scan, are you catching that? But anyway, all right, I have a permit. The city does not think we're violent, scary criminals they get what we're doing, we're protesting. So on Father's Day, and I'm hoping Smoke and Scan will be there, at least, eyes on to see and help us celebrate this, because we are taking a stand against the ADA abuses and family separation. It's peaceful. Everything is about peace and loving the people in those buildings. We've been here fighting for the people in the big blue building, but they're starting to send people who out in the protester community to antagonize and to assault. One protester was assaulted, one was menaced, and the same guy came to me too. He left me alone. He didn't do anything to me. I mean, hopefully he was scared that I would roll him, because I would, but if he ever tried. Thanks. I know, Mr. McCosker. Mr. McCosker, you gotta listen.
Good morning. Would you like to speak to? Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I said he has to listen, and he shook his head.
He is not a believer whose stomach is filled while his neighbor was hungry.
Thank you, guys. Sometimes I don't know what to say.
He advised to his companion, if you cook his stew, increase his crop, and share it with your neighbors. Thank you very much. God bless you, my God.
Wonder what deals they're making. I want to see what deals. I want to ask them.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning. I'm speaking on the general comment.
Go ahead.
My name is O'Shea Banjo. I'm here to speak on the general comment.
Gambino, that's a big family name where I'm from.
And a resident living in Season 14 at Indian Grove. At the Rainbow Hotel.
Closer.
I've been there almost
Am I in your way?
No.
I'm here today.
Good job.
Because the conditions in our buildings are terrible. We are formerly part of the Skid Row Housing Trust, but now we're owned by the Hart Management Company. And right now it is.
I wonder what they're meeting about. What deal they're working on.
Units are subpar, rats, roaches, and all that good stuff is happening. And too many kids are including just harm all over the place. Our voices matter, and you need to hear it because you're not going anywhere. And please support the anti-harassment tenant bill. And that's all I have to say.
Stacy Cigar Bollinger, live in Audit LA.
They're only doing that so that.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But too bad they're the ones that make you do that.
Good morning. Before you begin, feel
They call me as Kendra Moxon.
adjust the microphone as you see fit, and which items would you like to speak to? You have 1 minute. Go ahead, sir.
Respected Mayor and Council members, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Imam Tariq Mahmood, missionary of Ahmadiyya Muslim community. I am going to share only one verse of the Holy Quran to see what the Holy Quran teaches us. God says in the Holy Quran, worship God and associate nothing with Him. And to parents, do good. And to relatives, orphans, the needy, the near neighbor, the neighbor farther away, the companion at your side, the traveler, and those whom your right hand possess. Indeed, Allah does not like those who are self-deluding and boastful. Thank you very much.
I wonder where Duarte is.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to? Oh, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. First minute. I'm here to support demands that keep LA housed in the coalition. As a renter myself, I'm fully aware of how our system far too often punishes the hardworking while reporting a broad laziness capturing the exploitative practices of rent collecting. This despite the fact that basic necessities are all that motivates most people that stand here before you to address this body. Basic necessities such as simple peace of mind, comfort, and joy that shelter so often provides. Shelters for our dreams and memories of livelihood. I have to ask myself, what glimmers of hope I could find growing up winding up on Skid Row and its dangerous atrocities and housing solutions. I have to wonder, in 3 seconds, how to conclude. I'm here to support housing rights and the unhoused. Thank you very much.
Hey, Fayed. Irish Smart. Sorry, I missed everybody.
And before the next speaker begins, just as an announcement to everyone in the room. So I understand that time will go rather quickly. If you have additional comments that you would like to make, or if we run out of time to hear you speak today or any other day, you're more than welcome to leave additional written comments at lacouncilcomment.com. And you can find that URL either by a quick Google search. It should be one of the first things, if not.
I want to ask him when he gives a warning, he could he could advertise, like he could say you could watch Audit LA, you could watch Film the Garden, you could watch Smoking Scare. That's what I'm going to put that in the written comments. Put that into the official record.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Item 15
I'm glad to.
is related to the declaration of local emergency relating to the windstorms and subsequent fires that happened back in January. This body loves to declare an emergency, and it does help us open revenues for funding and action that we wouldn't have access to were we not to declare emergency. But I just wonder how many times we're going to continue to renew emergency resolutions without taking substantive steps to deal with the fallout from those emergencies. There was a huge benefit concert for the fires, raised something like $100 million, and it looks like most of that funding has gone to administrative costs to the 501c3s that facilitated and were the beneficiary of that. So the council should maybe look into those types of fraudulent events and get that funding to the people who really need it. We have some REAP motions on this agenda as well. It's been said before that REAP works, but clearly it's not. Clearly the rent escrow account program is not a deterrent or an incentive for landlords to do their jobs when they get notices, keep their units livable, because we see so many of these rent escrow motions on the agenda regularly. And I think that if after a certain amount of time of an account being in escrow, one of these REAP motions, if as time goes on, the percentage of that account funding that the landlord gets back would be reduced, that might be an incentive. If they abate in 30 days, they get 100% back. If they abate
in over 60 days, maybe the tenant gets to keep 30% when that account closes. If it takes them more than 90 days, I think the tenant should get to keep all of their rent because they've been living in subpar conditions, and we know that just from the existence of these REIT accounts. So let's go to 23. This is a motion to essentially, I think, not grant raises that were previously bargained for to help the budget. It says to not allow a 4% salary adjustment for non-represented employees. I assume adjustment was meant to be a raise, not a reduction. And I just want to know if this body or the highly paid electeds and administrators that work for the city have made any such adjustments. If you're reducing your own salaries or reducing your own staffing to account for it and not just offloading that to the lowest paid workers and departments that are already spread thin. To be honest, I don't know what field deputies really do other than act as political agents for the council members they work for, and those are taxpayer funded jobs. We know that private equity is buying up a lot of housing, and it is plain to see that it's driving up the price of rent. Nikki says we just need to build more. When we build more homes, we should ask who it's for. Council private equity should be banned from owning rentals, non-single family homes, every kind of rental. You can gather information, but then we gotta see some action. Corporations don't need homes, people do. Thank you, Tim, for paying attention to that one.
Yes.
And I hope that along with single family housing, we can get corporations and private equity out of the rental market altogether.
Great job.
Good morning, which item would you like to speak to?
Just general comment.
Okay, so you want to go ahead.
I'm here today with other members of our committee, and we're here today to support the former Skid Row Housing Trust. And, you know, about 10 years I stayed in the Skid Row Housing Trust building of the same one on Main Street. And this got so bad, I ended up leaving. It got to the point I was in there for free. So it ain't no surprise what these buildings being at today. And, you know, stewardship again, being sold off to a private developer. But what is a surprise is the push that the mayor looked at, right? Instead of the city taking responsibility, right, and having a chance to really get a home to business for the people that end up funding the responsibility of the private developer. What they gonna do? It's all about money with them. So now, you create these anti-tenant harassment orders, so we ain't got no other choice. And no other opportunity, no other avenue to come here but to tell y'all to do what y'all supposed to do. Is that y'all gonna make sure that people, landlords, take care of these buildings. So that's what we're here to do.
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker.
Why isn't he going up?
I don't know why. I'll wait for his name. There he goes. Okay.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My name is Sheikha. I'm an organizer for Jelly Can. And I reside in City 14 in the Skid Row area. As a coalition member of Keep LA House, we support those demands, including capping the rent at 3%. I'm here today in solidarity with tenants in Skid Row living in buildings formerly part of the Skid Row Housing Trust. This city council passed TAHO, Tenants Anti-Harassment Ordinance, and we are very curious what you all feel your responsibility is to tenants in those hotels facing unhabitable conditions. What does enforcement look like with a landlord who was practically given buildings? Whether in a tent or an SRO hotel, folks living in Skid Row are both forced to live under conditions apparently
plans.
I forgot to mention that Mr. Lee, I'm worried about his hearing issues.
Housing.
Good morning, Speaker Witch.
How did you ride? Morning to the council. My name is Mr. Pancake.
I like all the singing.
With LA Kansas City 14, general public comment. Whereas the developer Leo Pucino acquired 17 former schoolhouse buildings and have not done enough in addressing habitability issues in the buildings. Reports there is no security, safety issues, working elevators, infestation, plumbing, any of tenants being impacted. City reacts to wake up fixing, people, towels, housing is a human right. We're supporting the demand of keep LA hours also. So that's what I have to say, Mr. Pancake. All positive people, housing is a human right. Let's fix this city. It's all of our responsibility. In the mayor, LA, city council, let's listen. It's all of our responsibility. Can I do it right on?
Go out singing. We want a song.
Sing a song.
Yeah.
Do an outro.
Come on, man. That was beautiful. We loved it. All right.
Good morning. Which item would you like to speak to? Go ahead.
My name is Christina Boyer. I'm an attorney of public counsel and a member of the LA House Coalition. I'm here to urge council when the time comes to make common sense updates to our rent stabilization formula that hasn't been updated in 40 years. The housing department has reported this is an unfair formula. To afford a one-bedroom apartment in LA, you need to make nearly $100,000. With the city's impending budget crisis, impending layoffs, and slashing of Section 8 and what will surely be sort of cost of living, we need our city to protect us now more than ever. People are barely hanging on and changing this formula to make it as protective of tenants as possible. But it's a free way to stem the homelessness crisis and the budget crisis. We need a fair markup now with an annual rent increase formula based on 60% CPI, a 3% cap, and no more, and eliminating unfair loans for utilities and extra tenants. New rent increases go into effect in July, so we need to move this now. Thank you.
See, she should have been able to do it on Zoom.
I know.
And before the next speaker begins, I just want to make an announcement, and then also, Speaker, I recognize I cannot tell you what to say or which words to use, but I just want to mention that there is a very young child here, and so, again, you can say what you want to say as long as it's on the agenda. But for anybody
some more
here
prior
who
restraint.
may hear offensive
Prior restraint.
Prior restraint.
subject matter,
Prior
you do so, that you are more than welcome to ask them.
There's over there.
You can hop in headphones.
Yeah, there's a little child. Well, the sex stuff, the sex traffic, the sex traffic. He's just trying to mess. I think because of the sex traffic. But there is a little child, just to let you know, there is. But that's called prior restraint.
Item number 15, has extra soy sauce. 15. 寂寞的时候有个伴，日子再忙也有人一起吃早餐。虽然这种想法明明就是太简单，只想有人在一起，不管明天在哪里。爱总不容许人三心两意，遇见浑然天成的交集，错过多可惜。如果我是真的决定付出我的心，能不能告诉他今时别让我伤心？Item number 16 with actual shrimp. 每一次当爱在靠近，感觉它在紧紧地抱住你，它骚动你的心，遮住你的眼睛，又让你 知道去哪里。每次当爱在靠近，都好像在等你，要怎么回应？天地都安静，唯独安的是你的决定。每一次当爱在靠近，都感觉到它一直在说服你，它扫入你的心，遮住你的眼睛，又让你知道去哪里。每一次当爱在靠近，都感觉到你想要怎么回应。Now let's go to item number 17. Item number 17 with no soy sauce. 最遗憾不是离开你，是还没说出喜欢你。后座上静静的你，脑海里全是你。街灯亮起还不见你，要怎么才能留住你？交头接回头的你，叫我怎么？骤看天空流云划过拳头的心仍能在唱歌。你似水目光，像那天月光，却是我心魔。月季花开满了山坡，夏季的风中惊艳我。我一直都在想那天一刻都没离开，多想有天和你相见，亲口对你说我可以，所以呢，亲了，劝你别要忘记我。骤看天空流云划过，卷走的心仍能在唱歌。你似水目光，像那天月光，完全是我心魔。月季花开满了山坡，夏季的风中惊艳我。我一直都在想那天一刻都没离开，多想有天和你相见，亲口对你说我可以，
out loud see if we get a warning. You want to do it like a bit more applauded and then see if we get a warning? Woohoo! Yes! Woo! Oh, I got it. That's me if anyone needs it.
Good morning. Which item would you like to speak to?
Hey, Jeannie.
1 minute, go ahead.
Is that everything?
Council, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Corey Patterson. I'm here again. After 18 months.
Oh, okay, here we are. Okay, this is going to be good. I'm going to talk to Go Puppet.
For 8 years, coming June 15th. We still have rats and roaches and everything taken care of.
Someone, they called Kirsten Peterson if he wants to use it.
We have a voltage front door. We have actually a voltage front door. I know we have less than a minute. I'm going to say, after working with multiple different entities across the nation, what we've had in this scenario after 18 months is a disgrace.
Yeah, I signed him up under Kirsten Peterson. Huh? It's sad we had to play games like that, but you know. Okay, I want to have a bet. Is he going to care that there's a kid here? Huh?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm going to guess not too, so I guess there's no bet. Okay. I wouldn't put my kid in here. I'd take him out.
Good morning. 3 minutes for the items.
They don't even bother.
They probably got the lawsuit from Fire Restraint.
Item number 3 is not open for public comment.
Okay, well, I can't blame my papa, he's not here. Item number 1, is that okay, motherfucker? Yeah. So let's see here. It's a Tracy Park item. Century Boulevard policeman. See, Tracy Park's hiding secret. She's got a different name, and Century Boulevard's looking like a complete shithole, Tracy. I drove down there yesterday. I'll be going down Friday. Shame on Tracy Park. shame on their staff. That's why we ordered a pay cut of your staff to do a horrible job. With the exception of William, who continues to do a perfect job covering your ass. Let's give William the staff right here. Now we get to number 2. Let's see, look again. Into Aviation Boulevard, another airport issue. Yeah, what's going on with Tracy Clark and the goddamn fucking LAX? They're gonna be opening up the choo-choo train. On Friday, Ulysses is gonna ride it. That Ulysses is gonna become the first person to ever ride a subway from the ghetto over to LAX. It's gonna ever go in the end. Can't wait to the peasants. Now let's see what else we got here. What else should I talk about? Speak up. See here, fucking thing. I don't know. F-bombs on here. Here we go. A local emergency? There ain't no goddamn emergency. Fire's over. The fire's going out. Look at that. Even this area knows and scratches his head. The fire's over. He keeps scratching his head. His fire's going completely off. Look at that. It's awful, isn't it? Fucking head knows the fire's over. Yeah, we're gonna head in. She knows the fire's over.
Okay, so you're not and you're repetitive, so this is your own way.
Because I'm mentally retired, darling. Now we get number 10, red straw cap, Heather Hunt, the queen of the ghetto. The queen is allowed the red extra program to be removed from a shithole of South 3rd Avenue. Oh, that fuck, that's a nice area, CD10.
I'm thinking the number of, isn't there a road because folks don't buy overseas, you know, 3rd Avenue? That's where the upper class comes to go.
As opposed to the fall. And then we have Marquise driver, sleazy Marquise, self-billing, a complete no-ghetto shithole. Now for the general comment, I got Tracy Clark and a Savannah. I got fucking Rodriguez, known as Monica Rodriguez.
This is Go Puppet. William Spindler. Wayne Spindler.
Rodriguez, C-U-N-T-R-O-I-T-E-S-C. They're both going to testify against the city and they were the live players. Now this is what Ulysses wanted all along when she ran for office. Now I don't see her out there supporting the United. Wow, what fucking shame. And look at that up there. Jingo up there. You took and stole all the money, Paul? Where's the motherfucking money? Where's the $2 billion? It looks like we need to go to witness, everybody. Nuclear bombing, no. The Queen has been stealing the money the last 2 years. Fuck the city council and fuck your others.
Is that everybody?
Good morning, everybody.
Who's that?
Good morning.
Who's that? Who's saying good morning?
Not your fault, I apologize if it's a tough act to follow.
Go.
I'm doing general public. Thank you. Good morning, my name is Jessica. I'm a member of
I have
a resident of the
a Zoom
Township
call
District 14, and I just
that you and I have to do.
I'm here today because the
Yeah, 1
conditions
minute.
of our building are unacceptable.
2
There
minutes.
are rats, there is mold, and the bathrooms are filthy. There's often feces on the floors, walls, and toilets. Media shows us maybe once or twice a week.
More than 6
The
months,
security is
you
either
have to
absent,
register
or they're just there for a couple hours, usually on their phones, not protecting
like
anything.
after 6 months.
This council passed a tenant anti-harassment ordinance, but what does that look like for the
That's
people
what he
that
said.
cannot give up? How is it being enforced? Because we're not seeing it.
That's why people go home for a while.
Yeah, they go home like every 6 months. I'm back there.
I'm
officially
She said every 6 months you go back there for several weeks.
You should do the pro.
We need action, we need enforcement, and we
Just
need
go to the.
accountability now.
Go to what is it called? The something. The infusion. Not the infusion center. I forgot what it's called. You should do the.
What's today?
the process.
All right, Jessica.
Homeless.
Yes, I'll do it today.
Do it.
I'll do it today.
Because they have to give you help if you ask for it here. Why pay all? What?
Good morning, Adam Kim.
I'm gonna ask him questions.
All right, Mr. Groves, thank you for the instructions about giving written comments. Do you know if the council members read those as opposed to not listening?
I love your voice. Like my people were like, oh my God, he can sing. We want more.
Here today to support the demands of the State House.
We're gonna sing for a second, okay?
In solidarity with tenants for multiple buildings formerly part of the Skid Row Housing Trust, knowing that this council proudly passed the updated tenant anti-harassment ordinance.
Sing first, and then I'm with you too with the LA Can. Oh, he's so sweet. That's our singer.
17 buildings with persistent issues around having building parks and roaches, mold, lack of security, lack of mailboxes. What is the city's responsibility for signing off on the sale of these buildings to the developer? Last week it opposed that this council recently put out a roof, a list of those management who have been damaged to the building and walked in with a gun. LAPD showed up and brandished their weapons in the hallways, waking up and freaking out tenants. The individual with the gun was not found. And what does security look like? A person damaging the building who's coming with a gun.
Yes, Wayne's not all up there. Maybe I'll ask later. Ask about what they said, like about what they said about the permit, about what, like, the carrot.
Thanks for that clarification.
I guess what he'd say.
Everybody can share with us today. What's before us?
Are they trying to get rid of me for?
Yeah, so they're trying to, like, give you the permit for the protest, they're using the carrot.
Okay, what, like, so can you explain it? Because I didn't really.
Well, now they're trying to be nice.
Okay.
So they use enforcement stick, or they try to be nice and use the carrot. So they're trying to use the carrot to ingratiate themselves to you. They're not really the animals that they are.
So this was the police commission one, not the Bureau of Street Services.
So you're giving you the police permit for the protest.
Yeah. So do you think they had conversations about it?
They're going to try to see if they can mellow you out.
And what, to stop talking about Scientology, or like what's the end game, or just to stop going?
Trying to make themselves look better. They're not the evil one-sided pricks that they are.
Got it. So you really think it's more like a collusion thing? Like, now, is it rumor, or it's just like this is your hunch?
They're trying to be nice by giving you a permit right now.
But can they pull it from under me at this point once I signed it?
They can, but they won't.
Okay.
If they do, it's going to make them look worse than before. That's not the objective.
Okay, because I'm just concerned that Scientology is probably working them really hard right now.
But if somebody goes out there, fucks up and gets arrested, then what do you do?
That's what I'm worried about too.
Or they bring a counter protester to get violent or some stuff.
Well, they're already doing that. They're already bringing this dude in to kind of let us know. I think to scare us off early. We're going to have armed guards. We're going to have our own guards there. Okay.
It may just be kindness. Maybe it's you just saying, lay off of her, give her a fucking chance.
Well, no, this is police commission though. Maybe they are. Maybe the.
They might say, lay off of her, give her an equal chance to say her piece.
Yeah, and then maybe then.
Right. But just be worried whenever they do something nice.
And of course, you're always welcome to comment. Check it out. Father's Day. We're gonna have food.
I'm gonna have to go on a special mission.
Are you? Okay.
I'm glad I just barely got here in time. At least I got this.
Yeah. That's why I said, because I put the names. So you're not going to be here for the homeless? You're not going to be here for homeless? No, you have a minute. Okay. I know. Yeah, that's the best part. I know.
And then she goes, just go to this way now. This way now. I'm not going to call those names.
Yeah.
I'm not going to call these names. You're on top.
It's just the funniest thing. The noodle. That's my favorite. That's the and Bob. The Bob. Bob keeps falling asleep. Does he need a sleep apnea machine?
future generations
Wife's
are
ignoring
losing
him.
equity.
He's tired. And then Lee can't hear. Lee needs, I think, Lee needs a hearing test.
There was a simple
Got the
solution.
court hearing going on every day now.
What? No, for,
So he's second day of testimony today. They started at 8 o'clock this morning.
then why is he here?
Sacramento has
Well,
enacted
they want to call his witness. None of them have been officially called as witnesses.
Which, oh, are you talking about the city attorney one? The what case?
Judge Carter's holding his hearing.
Where, like,
Across the street, federal courthouse.
and what do I say? Like, if I want to go check it out, what do I
Go to
say?
the public courtroom one. He's got the big courtroom open.
But what do I say that it's the city attorney case?
Yeah, Linden's case.
But what one's that?
Sidewalk homeless. So they're calling one city fucking a sniper after another. They're calling that Zabo. And they want to know if they're lying about having 6,000 beds available at homes. So if it turns out bad, then the judge is going to order Bass to testify.
Ooh, that should be good. We should come to that.
Oh, anyway, it started yesterday. It went on, it started at 8 this morning.
And
I think it might go on about 8.
interesting. Hey, great grandma.
Carter.
Hmm?
Judge Carter. Judge Carter's a Vietnam veteran. He's almost 82 years old.
You guys here?
He has a courtroom in Santa Ana. He took this case. He drives all the way out here himself from fucking Santa Ana to do this at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Because he's sick of the city of Los Angeles and these fucking assholes. You know, when he drives in here, he sees nothing but tents all over the place. So he's sick of it. And he wants him to clean shit up off the streets. So, you know, he took the case. They're saying there's 6,000 beds, and there's no fucking beds, okay? So
You don't hear nothing? Oh, yeah.
so if he finds him incapable, he's going to take the city's money over.
Wow, that's amazing. Yes. I'm gonna have to, guys. I'm gonna have to. 'Cause I have to. I better go up. I'll be back. Can you guys hear me at all? I'm having like technical difficulties. But guys, what I'm gonna do, because I have to do a Zoom call. Once I'm done the Zoom call, I'll explain it. But I want to explain it after. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go do the Zoom call, and then. But can you guys hear? You don't hear anything? Oh my God. Here now, guys. Yeah, I'll recap it. But I want to talk to the cops. So basically, he was saying that there's a federal case. Thank you. There's a federal case where the judge is sick of the homeless lives, and like all the city staffers have to testify. Oh, okay, you can hear me now. I know he's so soft-spoken. You would think he wouldn't be so soft-spoken, but he really is. I was charging my microphone.
Good luck at the semifinals today at the National Spelling Bee. As you remember, we brought him in last year as the California champion. He's 1 year older, 1 year stronger, 1 year much more knowledgeable on spelling very different words. He actually beat one of our classes in the prize. So I want to wish you good luck, Oliver. Good luck today, good luck tomorrow, and however you end up, you know that you make C13 proud. Where's Dimples? Thank you so much.
The sergeant. The Sarge.
Other announcements, members?
Huh? You're the Sarge. Yeah, Sarge. Your boss.
I'll ask everyone in the chamber to rise for adjourning motion.
Human relations. Is it in this building?
To my left, I think I see Mr. Bloomfield and Councilmember Rolado. All right, we'll begin with Councilmember Rolado.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at. You might want to ask
Thank you,
those
Council
officers.
President. Today I rise
He
to
was
adjourn
over
in
there
memory
earlier,
of
but he's not.
Maria
So he is here?
He's here somewhere. He's here somewhere.
I want him because I make him like when I make him work. So when I do commendations, I make him write it down for me.
Maria made her
Yeah, they will probably be able to get a hold of you. Get a hold of better than I could. They'll
Tragically,
get
the
a hold of
choice
you
of
quick.
throwing her family
Thank
was taken
you.
away from her. In
That's so sweet.
1971,
Thank you.
after giving birth at the LA County General Hospital, Maria was sterilized. Her fallopian tubes were tied without her consent.
This violation of your human rights did not silence her, and instead Maria transformed her
Alphabet
pain
soup said I have to
into
ask you
purpose.
guys where
She
the
became a
boss
lifelong
is. Where's
advocate
the
for
boss
reproductive
man?
justice,
Your
demanding
the boss
accountability
man.
and systemic change.
Dimples?
Maria was one of the 10 courageous
Yeah.
Mexican-American women
Yeah.
who sued the LA County USC
No,
Medical
he's like,
Center for forced
who?
sterilization in the
What's the
landmark
sergeant,
case
right? What's his
Nightmare
name?
Vale versus Killigan.
Clark, yeah.
The case went all the way to the
Checking my
Supreme
hearing.
Court and was
I
even
call him
represented
Dimples.
by LA's very own Antonio Hernandez.
Or Sergeant Dimples.
Maria's story brought national attention to the targeting
I forget his
of
real name
Mexican
sometimes.
women, specifically in East LA, who had limited English proficiency for
Oh,
forced
shoot, I probably should do it later. It's like,
raising questions about racism, sexism, inequity, and injustice embedded in our healthcare system. And despite the Supreme Court ruling against her, her bravery led to new informed consent policies at
where's Human Relations? Is it here? What's the Human Relations Committee?
informational materials, and ultimately
Is it here in this building?
sterilization law.
I have a.
Her life reminds us that in the fight for justice,
Is it the Human Relations Commission? Do you know anything more, Kirby's? Does it give an address?
losses can plant the seeds of future victories. As a mother,
Oh, look, a little
survivor,
baby.
and organizer, Maria Elena Figueroa lives behind a legacy of courage and compassion.
Yes, there
Her
you go.
commitment continues to inspire those of us fighting
So,
today, like me, for
they
bodily
warned you
autonomy and
there was
human
children
dignity.
here today.
Today, we honor her memory and mourn her passing. She will be deeply missed, and her
Where
impact will never be
I know.
forgotten.
He's just, it's prior restraint. I know. They always just think they lump us all together. Like we're all like. No, I know. And it's not like a baby would understand what, and a baby would not understand what Figueroa means. Like the toddler wouldn't understand. Hey, Kelly. I have to go to the bathroom. Okay.
His name on the record.
So I have to take a Zoom call at noon. But then Dana, like, we had to get lunch because I want to get that out of the way because Dana she enjoyed. Yeah, across the street, right? Because.
I got a lunch, huh?
Yeah. Because Dana said, and so because they liked it the last time, so she wants. So, and I do what people ask with it.
And now he's become their
Okay, that's why.
So it's like 20.
More than 80.
Okay. Go ahead, say that again. No, you better not say that. Huh?
And he grew up in Los
I said
Angeles
that's
with his
why
brother
I
Fred
like
and
Dana
sister
more than
Frances.
Amy because Amy
Graduated
always
from
attacking
UCLA
me
in
and Dana
1951.
always supporting me. Thank
And
you,
started
Dana.
teaching in
Thank you.
But Amy's the nurse that keeps you like when you're not feeling good. She's going to tell
He
you what
lived the last 2
to
decades
take.
in Tarzana, in my district.
Amy's the nurse.
In
She's like the
1962,
mom nurse, you know.
He left teaching
The boss nurse.
elementary school to co-found the Los Angeles
Well,
Teachers
if
Association.
you don't do things
While
right,
dribbling its
you
membership
go to
to
Scientology, you can't.
5 years,
And I know where they put their
before
hospice. I
merging
found their
with the
hospice.
Association of
Oh
Teachers
my
of
God,
Los
it was
Angeles in
scary.
1968 to form the Association of Classroom Teachers of Los Angeles, which boasted 14,000.
Yes. So I need to go to the bathroom first. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do?
35.
Are you coming back for? Okay, you're heading out. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hi. No. Good morning. It's Sergeant Dimples. See, they say Clark, but I don't know you as that. I know you as Sergeant Dimples. Okay, because we like the dimples. But anyway, because like it doesn't have to be right now because I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I need to go to the bathroom at noon. But are you gonna be here for the afternoon, like prior to like?
No. I mean, I'll be in the area, but I won't be in here.
Because when can I do, like, I want you to, like, I need the reasonable accommodation for you to write out the accommodation for alphabet soup.
I'll come back.
You will? Okay. So I'll be here for, like, it's 2 o'clock, so maybe like 10 minutes before. Okay, because we're going to go get lunch, but I have a Zoom call, so I don't want to, like, rush it or anything, because, like, unless you want to do it quick, you know, you could do it quick if you want.
No, let's come back.
Okay.
Let's come back.
You'd be okay with that? Oh, I mean, we could do it. Like, I mean, I'll probably be back next week, though. But I want him to have it, because it's like, before I forget what I need to, I just need you to be the hands and the pen. And
I'll come back before 2.
okay. Okay, like 10 minutes would be all, yeah. All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, see, she's saying, when you don't feel good, take chicken soup. See, that's Amy. I love Dana, too, don't get me wrong. But
I first met Bill
In the early 1990s,
Chicken soup when you're sick.
when I was
She's
a
trying
staff
to tell you.
apprentice
I just take
working with
Windex.
Howard Berman,
I don't take
Bill
chicken.
had
I
worked
take
closely
Windex.
I
with
bet he
Berman
does.
when he was in the assembly.
Can you shout out my son
And
Dixon
somehow decided that,
Miaz?
I
Hi
worked for
Dixon
Howard,
Miaz. Huh?
that,
Oh my
I would
God.
staff him
I was like,
on
I just get that.
February last. And at first I thought
Thank you,
it was
God.
just a
He got
relentless
smarter
pain in
than me
the
with the
backside.
street talk. I'm like thinking it's
Well,
really.
after it
It's
became
like we used to
apparent
have
that
him
his
call
tenaciousness
Mike.
was solely
Like we used to
motivated
have like we
by the
used to call
passion for
our
doing
school
what is
office
right.
and have
After that, we
page
developed
Mike
a great working
Hunt,
relationship,
you know. And so when it
as
came out, so
gentleman
somebody
friendship.
just did that to me.
He wasn't just a constituent,
But not with
wasn't
that
just a
word,
friend
a
of
different one.
Congressman
You're gonna
Berman
stay.
and a passionate
You're gonna
advocate
stay,
for
right?
teachers and education.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your daughter
But I
feels
realized
better. But chicken
he was
soup,
also
I'm
a
actually
man.
making.
All right. Well, I'll be back.
His
I'm
biggest
having
federal priority
buying.
was repealing Ronald
Probably
Reagan's 1983 pension
You're gonna
offset
open the
and
door for her,
withdrawal
right?
elimination
Yeah, I will.
that caused
Yeah, he
so
does.
many
He
teachers to get short
thank
Probably
you.
have to
when it
call
came to
my
Social
boss and
Security
figure
in their
it out.
retirement. Repealing this law
So
was
you're not
considered
doing
by
lunch today. You want to
many,
do that
especially
another
back
day?
I finished
then,
the lunch.
as this overly
Okay.
I'm
expensive
saying I
plan.
probably cannot stay the 2
But it was
days.
one that he inspired me and
No.
others to take seriously. In fact, when Congressman
Actually-
Berman, we put forward multiple legislative efforts
That's
to make
the
it
best.
happen every year. I
You
worked
have
there,
two
we put
phones,
forward
right?
this bill.
Yeah,
Can I
It
make a
gained
call?
momentum,
of course.
it gained co-sponsors
I will
and
stay.
support.
Yeah, if I can use
One
my
point
phone,
over
I'll
300
You can use my
co-sponsors.
phone anytime.
But it never could quite make it enough
Except you
into
can't
law.
call. You know, you
Now,
can't call
long
Twyla
story,
because I don't want her having
and
my
actually
number.
it's a very long
Unless you
story.
do star
You
67.
say- But you said she already knows
30
her
years.
number. That's what you say,
But I'll
right?
cut to the
That's
happy
true.
ending.
Probably, yeah. Oh yeah, because I'm getting all the
Then President
funeral
Biden
arrangement
signed
calls.
into law
That's
Social
what-
Ever
what
since the
you're
day
saying.
I got
They
my
already
permit,
know.
they started it.
Act, which eliminated the pension offset and the
Yeah, I hope she
withdrawal
turns.
elimination.
I hope she
and
feels better,
effectively
Amy.
made Bill's
And we're making
seemingly impossible vision
today. I'm having
a reality. He was
matzo ball
ahead of his
soup.
time on so
That's
many
really. I
issues,
love matzo
and
ball
I'm so
soup.
glad that I got to know him before and after his retirement. in
For the June
2008.
15,
Even
I'm
after
gonna
his
check on that
retirement,
day, June 15.
his boundless energy caused him to engage in a plethora of issues.
Oh no, Los
and
Angeles. That's a
inviting
different
senators
place.
and big
I don't even know where
trees,
Los Angeles Street's around here, but I wouldn't know where that is.
In his later years, he was
Okay,
fixated
so
on
I need to go to
social
ladies' room, and then I have
procedures,
a Zoom call at noon. So
inexpensive,
guys, I'm going to sign off,
eye tests that
and then when I'm done everything,
they're learning.
I'll get back on. You know, like if we're, you know,
Fixing this vision problem.
you can have lunch with the, you know, like they, so they can, we can do lunch and then let them.
Almost 2 years ago to the day today.
Because Dana's going to want to watch. Yeah, we're making a call. Yeah, that's fine.
Tarzana,
But that way, yeah, all right. So guys, I'm going to sign off now, and then I'll sign up later when I'm done my Zoom call, so I can explain that, and we could be eating lunch, because I know Dana would probably want to make sure you're enjoying it, and that I, you know, and that you're enjoying.
current teachers,
That's why
former
Dana
Valley
is
elected
1,000
officials,
times better
as
than
well as
Amy.
union leaders, community members, family.
Thank you.
No, Amy's the bomb. She's bombed. They're both bombed.
Because Bill
I made an egg and bean sprouts. Oh, and soy sauce for lunch. It was like egg foo young. There you go. She made like an egg foo young
I consider
for
myself
you,
lucky to have known Bill. He's an amazing
Amy.
person with a
I'm honored.
wonderful family,
Thank you.
many of whom are behind me right now,
Stop attacking me. Thank
who I've
you.
also had the pleasure of getting to know over the
Don't be a
years.
crybaby.
His incredible wife, Lenore,
You need a
more than 60 years is here today.
Sorry.
Two of them were amazing. They traveled.
I need to go to the bathroom. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.
Pretty amazing. And Bill was a very proud